All right, first thing and most important thing is the fact, that it's a little bit harder of a door. It's just a normal door, but I added the boards on the outside. It's not going to keep out, a master thief or anyone with sledgehammer, but you don't really need that. If they're going to break into it, they're going to break into it anyways. So again, this is something simple, but really keeps your stuff safer from, people that are in your house. No one's going to stumble across anything they don't need to. My kid can't get in. All right, so I like this. Biometrics, very simple to get into, and overall, pretty good. All right, so then, I just opened it up in here. It's all insulated. All right, and then, added some shelving. I haven't moved everything into it yet, but, I'm getting there, getting everything set up. So again, you need a good work table if you're ever going to build one of these. So what I did, added some planks, put some epoxy on it, and tried, one of my first epoxy tables because I've seen them, they're growing pretty good. So I got some leftover stuff from loading, stuff like that. All right. On the wall behind me, I like safes. They're good. They keep everything safe and stuff. But with having a gun room, I can have my powders out. I can have everything out. It can be controlled. Down here, I have a dehumidifier. It's got a drain right into the floor drain, so it can just run whenever it needs to. So I can keep this at a very good temperature to have these powders out, have all this metal out, stuff like that. All right. I have a TV over here. I'm going to be putting a computer again in here. That way, I myself can do my homework, my schoolwork beyond what else I do around here, in solitude. That way I can, control what I'm doing, right? It's not really, these weren't really hard projects. Some basic wood, a little bit of drywalling. It can seem daunting if you've never done it, but if you've ever done it, it's really not that big a deal. So if you ever, get into one of these projects, don't get scared of the final project. Just take it in steps, work your way through it. Be open to change. You might really have a good idea, and then halfway through you'll be like, you know what, that wasn't that good idea. I'm gonna change that. Here we go. All right. I've changed mine a couple times while I was building. Still not done. Still got to add a bench. Probably gonna stay in my shelves, match everything up. But it's a good start. Everything's stored. Everything's safe. And I have a good basis on where I'm going to go from here. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it gave you guys some ideas. If you have any comments, what I could change, what I could update beyond, what further guns to buy, because that list is already too long. I'd appreciate to hear from you guys. All right. I really like comments, and I really like, people's input on what they've done and how they like to do what they do. All right. Keep up on those hobbies. Keep growing as a person, because you never know what generation might be coming after you and what you could teach them to make them safer and prepared for their future as well. Can you say hi? No? Okay. Hey, you guys have fun. Stay busy. Keep doing what you do. Hey guys, today I'm going to work on trying to make a gun room out of an empty space down my basement. As you can see, this is a room originally just for the water heater, water softener, anything like that. So I'm going to take this end, try to section it off a little bit, keep my guns, my ammo away from the kids, and more importantly, keeping it dry, stuff like that. Again, a lot of these videos go by pretty fast in time lapse, but it'd be like an hour long if I slowed it down. So down the road, I'd like to go in more detail. I'm going to have a lot more how-to videos probably in the future, so that's what I would like to get into. But these are, projects that during this quarantine time, you need to keep busy, keep yourself from going crazy. So that's why I'm doing the basement, the pond, this gun room, a bunch of other stuff. Keep myself busy. Any of these little things can also, if you ever decide to sell your house, it looks better than a dungy basement or no landscaping, stuff like that. So a lot of these projects can add home value, which is huge if you buy, sell houses, stuff like that.